Alright, this video is going to focus on user input, which is chapter 2.4 in the Talking Through Code textbook. So we're going to start by opening PyCharm as we have been. And we're going to choose Talking Through Code chapter 2. So this is the right project because this is what we've been working on. So we're going to create a new file, right? This is the pattern we're going to see throughout all the videos, right? Open PyCharm, pick the correct project, make a new Python file based on the current video. So I'm going to do user input. So we're going to learn about a new function, which is the input function, which returns information given in the console from the user based on a prompt. We ourselves are going to give the prompt whenever we use the input function, and we're going to talk about what it means that it returns the information. So the input function, the way we call it, is like this. So enter your name. And a few things to notice, right? We have enter your name as a string. That's the prompt. It's the argument that gets sent into the input function. There's a space here. Now the space is not required, right? It won't be a syntax error if it's not there, but it also won't look very nice if it's not there because the user's answer will be typed right up against the colon. So I always put a space between the end of my answer and the user's input. So we're going to run this. And the thing I want you to notice is this. This red box there is saying that you can terminate the program, and the fact that it's there means the program has paused itself. So you'll notice here we're waiting for user input. So anytime there's an input in your code, it's going to make it hang until it gets an answer. So Bruce Wayne. And then nothing happened. So this code is a little bit wrong. It works, but I can't do anything with the answer because I didn't save it. Whenever you are getting input like this, you either want to save it immediately into a variable or immediately print it out. So I'm going to say that the name like this. So now I can say your name is. So I'm going to echo back their name to them. And now that I've saved off the input into this variable name, I can do that. So enter your name, Bruce Wayne. Your name is Bruce Wayne. So now I can make use of whatever the user puts into the program, which is great, right? Now my programs can be different depending on the input given. So like here, this is one sample run, me inputting Bruce Wayne. So sample run 1. Sample run 2 might be enter your name, Peter Parker. So this would be sample run 2. It's the same code run in the same way, I just gave it different inputs. So the different sets of inputs are what make the different sample runs. I didn't have to copy and paste my code to get the different runs. All right, so now that we have this, there's one more thing we have to recognize about the input statement, and that is that it always returns a string. So if I take age, and then I print the type of age. Let me see if I can get everything on the screen. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to run this now. Enter your name, Bruce Wayne. I don't know how old Bruce Wayne is. Let's assume 35. 35 is a string, right? I entered 35, which we know is just a number, which we would expect to be an integer. But input always returns a string. So input always returns a string. We'll learn how to deal with that in the next video. But for now, just be aware of them, right? We can't manipulate age the way we might be able to we expect to be able to. For instance, if we print age times 2, we might expect that it would be 70 if I enter 35. So Bruce Wayne, 35. but it's 3535, and that's because it's a string. So we can't do the manipulation that we might expect with age for now, because age for now is always going to be a string. And again, we'll figure out how to deal with that in the next video. So always remember to save off or print what you're getting inputted by the user so you can actually make use of it, and that everything returned from input is a string. Alright, so the next video will be all about calculations. So that's chapters 2.5 through 2.12.